Good evening, everyone, and welcome to City Hall. We are here in the mayor's office in Muscatine, Iowa, August 21st of 2018. Beautiful day outside. I went shopping with my granddaughter a little bit today, and she said, "Grandma, this weather, it's like not too hot, not too cold. What is that?" And I'm like, "Just right. That's what it is." It was beautiful today. Hey, I don't know if any of you got a chance to get downtown last night and watch the LST 325 ship run through down the Mississippi River. I think it was a little bit early coming in, so it caught some folks off guard. I wasn't able to get down there, but I saw some tapings of it, and what an amazing treat that was for all of us. That ship was in Normandy, and very, very special that it came through here. We've got a couple of pictures up here to show you. One of the tapes that I was watching, it sounded like they were playing Anchors Away from the ship, and you could see the flag right out on the front of the ship. Very, very nice. We were really given a treat to be able to see that ship. This past Saturday, I was over at the Weed Park Zoo Garden with the Muscatine Garden Club. Those ladies were given a special treat by the Daughters of the American Revolution. They came and donated a tree. And it's a beautiful tree there that you can see, and they had a nice plaque made. The Zoo Garden, how can we thank those people enough that spent so much time putting all that together? I was born and raised here, as you know, so I had so much fun. This is our grandkids over there a couple of years ago. We always went to the zoo at Weed Park, and the Zoo Garden really has kept it alive for those of us who dearly miss those days of long ago when we got to go and look at the animals at the zoo. And now when we go there, we point out to our grandkids, hey, you know what? When we were kids, those were real animals, not just iron animals. So thank you so much to all of the volunteers over the years who have put that together for all of us here in Muscatine to enjoy. Thank you to the Daughters of the American Revolution, the Muscatine Garden Club, and to Keller & Keller, because they work hand in hand with the Muscatine Garden Club and are very, very supportive. Next, I'd just like to remind everybody, if you don't already know, and I'm sure you do, school starts Thursday here in Muscatine. So if you haven't gotten school supplies for your kids yet, please get over to Community Action. They're located in the mall. I know they've still got stuff left, and so get on over there and get everything you need for your kids. We've only got a couple of days left. And then finally, you know what, this past weekend, I'm sure if you did any shopping at all, you saw the firefighters out with the MDA boot drive. Thank you to all of them. I know that there were a lot of people going and dropping into the boot, and I know they've still got a lot more to go in order to hit their goal, but what a special fundraiser, and how wonderful are our firefighters for donating all their time to doing this year after year. Very, very nice for our community, and it's something that we can all do to help give back whenever we go shopping and out and around town. So thank you to all of those. I don't want to waste any more time before getting to our first guest, Rosa Mendoza. Good evening, Rosa.
Good evening.
Thank you for coming. So Rosa is with the Diversity Service Center of Iowa. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Long time you've been there.
Yes, for actually 16 years.
Okay. And it's changed names a little bit, hasn't it?
Before it, I used to coordinate the Multicultural Center.
Okay, yes.
Under MCSA.
It was under MCSA?
It was under MCSA.
Okay.
And we spun off on March 1st of 2001 to form the Diversity Service Center of Iowa.
Okay. Okay, so what kind of things do you do there?
Well, we manage two programs. We do the educational outreach program, in which we provide consultations, do case investigations, and help with preparing and filling out immigration forms.
Okay.
And then we also have a senior citizens program for individuals ages 60 plus. And we provide case management, filling out either for Medicaid, food stamps, Social Security, or retirement.
Oh, that's nice. So the case management services that's through Diversity Service Center.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't realize. I wonder, do you do that for people like on an elderly waiver also? The case management?
We work with Milestones
Okay.
Area Agency on Aging. Once our staff goes into a home of a senior and they believe that they qualify for the Elderly Frail program, then our staff will then do a referral.
Oh, good.
And they will help them fill out, I believe they have to do first fill out an application for Medicaid, and then if they're turned down for whatever reason, then they are able to refer to the Elderly Frail program.
That is so nice to have that help for them, though. Somebody just called me yesterday, and were an elderly, they knew of an elderly person who they just didn't know where to turn, to get that kind of help. And so that is so nice that you have that there, just to be their advocate.
Yes.
And help them navigate, because even being in the social service world, navigating through all of that paperwork and what do you qualify and when do you got to reapply, and it's a lot.
It really is, and our staff has that experience. We have our staff member has been with us for 13 years, and she, the program coordinator is Alicia Garcia. Rodriguez, I'm sorry. And then she does all the paperwork and assists them. Language barrier continues to be one of the things that we see.
Sure.
Individuals that don't have a computer are afraid of a computer.
Oh, yes.
So online applications that need to be filled out with Social Security or with Department of Human Services, she's there to assist them.
Oh, sure. That's so helpful. So many more and more, so many of the services that you could tap into require the use of a computer for getting on board. And whether you are somebody from a different culture or from this culture, either way, elderly struggle with that hoop to have to jump through. So that is so nice that you're able to help them with that. I know I've been involved throughout the last few years, the International Health Fair. When will that be coming on again?
Well, actually, the International Fair, we did not provide it this year.
Okay.
We decided that it is very time consuming.
Oh, it is. Gotta be a ton of work.
Right now, there's only 3 staff.
Okay.
And due to our budgets, we were not able to do that anymore.
Sure.
And so hopefully we do have the League of United Latin American Citizens.
Yes.
And so we're hoping that they will carry on with some type of an event, either if it's the Mexican Independence that will be in September.
Sure, Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. So we're hoping that they will carry on. From some of the conversations, it seems like they're organizing something at this time.
Sure.
So we're just glad that they are willing to take that over.
Oh, yes.
But it was a great experience. We did it for 4 years. And just to have our diverse population be involved as, bringing all the entertainments, the dancings of different cultures. It was just beautiful.
It really was. Bringing all the different cultures together. It's so nice for people to be able to experience that and see and enjoy that from all the other countries and cultures. So do you do a lot of stuff with LULAC then?
We have partnered up with LULAC. We have events called Know Your Rights.
Okay.
For individuals that might not know what their rights are.
Sure.
And so we're able to educate them. We update in regards to all the policies that are taking place right now with immigration. And so we update them during those public meetings.
Okay. Now, are your services free of charge to the community?
Our service for the senior program is free of charge.
Okay.
The educational outreach program that deals with immigration issues, we do have a minimal fee service fee that we charge for that.
Sure.
If seniors are needing to become citizens, we do not charge a fee for any of the seniors It doesn't matter what kind of service they need. We don't charge them.
Very good. So some of the people that you work with, the goal for them is then to become a citizen.
Yes, we definitely.
How does that work? What all's involved in that?
Well, there's different process. It all begins with someone petitioning for them, a family member who's already in the United States.
Okay, so it has to be another person besides themselves.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And so then what the family member does is file a petition, a family petition for them. Right now, the fee for that is $535.
Just to file for?
Just to file. That's what immigration charges to file for the process.
Okay.
Once they become a legal permanent resident, then depending on who they gained that residency, if they gained it under a U.S. citizen, if it was a spouse, a U.S. citizen spouse, then 3 years, they can, within the 3 years, then they can apply after the 3 years for citizenship.
Okay.
To become citizens of the United States. If it was a parent, a sibling that petitioned for them, then they would have to wait 5 years.
Wow.
After the 5 years, then they can file for that.
And then what happens when they file for it?
When they file, they, depending on how, they have to be tested. So they have to study 100 questions, civic questions. And so they're tested, so they're asked actually 10 questions, and once they have answered 6 of them right, then they will then ask them to write a sentence, and the officer will say, we'll give them a sentence, and they would write it in English, and then they would have them read a sentence in English, and if they pass everything well, then they are told that they've passed their test, and then they have to wait for a ceremony. Okay. And so...
Where do they do that, at Des Moines?
They do it at Des Moines, or they have done it in Davenport. We're hoping that we can bring it to Muscatine.
Oh, nice.
We really are. We're working right now. We're speaking with officers from the Community Relations of Immigration to see if we can bring that to Muscatine.
Always, or like one ceremony?
We'll try it first and see how it goes, and hopefully
So they have to get sworn in?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, they do.
Is the test as hard as we've all heard that it is?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean,
is it basic government information?
Yes. I mean, it talks about who are the senators, the president, the vice president, what the stars, signify in the flag, how many stripes the flag has, and what do they represent, and so definitely.
Things that a lot of us might not be able to know on any given day.
Very true. I mean, they learn a lot more than what we do in our history.
Do they?
Yes. Yes, they do.
It must be very rewarding for you, though, to watch someone go through that long, daunting process.
It really is. Like I mentioned, we had someone, she's 88. Actually, we just received her, she'll be having her ceremony on, I believe it's September 7th when she has her ceremony. And so at age 88, she was so nervous that day that she went in. Her family member says, she was just trembling and everything, and she was just, I'm going to forget everything. But she did well. She passed it, and now she will become a United States citizen.
How nice. Mm-hmm. Yes, I can't imagine how nice it must be for you to see all that happen.
It really is. And then even for like our Liberian population, for them to move from a refugee status to a legal permanent resident, and then to finally become citizens. And we have a lot of them coming in and saying, I want to apply for my citizenship. And so,
because you don't just help folks from Mexico, from any culture.
Yes. Actually, we did service individuals from 17 different countries.
Wow.
And so we're just happy.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yes, and we're just happy to be able to do that.
Oh, sure.
To be able to assist. We did not know how diverse our population was until we started, doing the paperwork and realized, oh, they're from this country. I thought you were Mexican. Well, no, I'm from El Salvador.
There you go.
And so we have people from Congo and from the Liberian population.
Oh, yeah.
It's Morocco, and so it's just wonderful to see their cultures, to have them in front of me and speak their native language, and it's just interesting.
Oh, I'm sure.
We learn a lot from them.
I'm sure it is. So do you have anything else that you wanted to share?
Well, just to say thank you for the community for supporting our efforts.
Oh, sure.
We've been here, and we have great supporters. And so I'm just very grateful that the community is here to support the efforts. And it's all about making a difference in people's lives.
Isn't it really?
And that they can now finally find that peace of mind.
Sure.
And develop a stability, financial stability for them and their families.
And have that security.
Yes.
Yes.
Reuniting.
Because don't we all want that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about reuniting families.
Sure. Sure it is. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming. Can you share the phone number, your phone number?
Yes. Our phone number is 563-264-8883.
Okay. So you're open, I'm assuming, Monday through Friday?
9 to 4:30.
Okay. So they can call and you can get them, answer their questions and hook them up with whatever they need.
Yes. We're there to assist them. Any walk-ins, we'd be more than happy to help.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming, Rosa.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to be able to network and collaborate with you over the years, and I'm sure we'll have many more ahead.
Yes, thank you for your great support.
Oh, thank you, Rosa.
I appreciate it.
Well, while we get ready to transfer into our next guest, I just wanted to show you some information about back to school night. So, as we said at the beginning of the show, on Thursday is going to be the first day of school. But tomorrow night, Wednesday night, is back to school night. And that's going to be for both middle schools, the high school, and all but two elementary schools. Those two have like their own special event going on. But get on out to back to school night. The kids will get their lockers. They'll get to meet their teachers. They'll get everything hooked up that they need to. And I think we have some pictures on that, don't we, that we can get up on the screen. We have a flyer up there that's going to talk about the back to school night and what time it is and all of that kind of stuff for the folks at home. If we can't find it, we'll go ahead and skip on to that. Our next guest is going to be Jennifer DeFosse. So we can show the flyer maybe at the end of the show after he's able to find that. And that'll give you guys all the info that you need for back to school night. So our next guest that we have is Jennifer DeFosse, and you'll all know her from the Muscatine Farmers Market, and also because she is known as the bread lady. We all have to get our Hawaiian bread fix in from Jennifer regularly. So welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me. I'm
thanks
happy to
for
be here
coming.
to talk about the market.
Thanks for coming. It's so nice to be able to go down there and just walk around and enjoy all the different things. And it has so grown over the years.
It really has. I started with the market about 6 years ago, and it was very small. Even just 6 years ago, it has just grown by leaps and bounds. Right now is our busiest part of the season, and we regularly have around 35 to 40 vendors. So wow. It's a great little market.
It is. It's fun to just walk up and down, and you see everybody, besides being able to stop and buy all your fresh produce. And there's other stuff now, too.
We have a huge selection of really talented vendors, and I agree with what you say. It's kind of a the opposite of like fast food and convenience. It's a slow, friendly, wonderful,
Yes.
welcoming atmosphere.
It is.
And we are not just produce or baked goods. We also have several artists and crafts. You can get homemade soap. You can get handmade wood. Oh, we have a brand new vendor this season. He's only been with us for 2 weeks. His name's Mike, and he makes vintage-inspired birdhouses out of wood, and it looks like something you would have seen in the 1940s. It'll have like Coca-Cola signs and antique
neat.
fishing reels. They are absolutely one of a kind. You'll never find something like that anywhere else.
I have to go check that out.
Those kind of treasures make the farmers market a great place to shop.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like I said, you can't go down there and not see people that you know, and get to stop and visit and just have a casual Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's a really special year this year. With it being our 25th season, we've kind of tried to make it a little more of a community event every weekend.
Yes.
We have live music almost every weekend. We've had several big events this year. We had our 25th season celebration. That was fun. We had a petting zoo, and Refit came down and did a fitness class for us, and the Eulenspiegel was there doing puppet shows. So we've had lots of events, and we have lots more events coming up. So.
And you do also, I keep focusing on Saturday because I rarely make it over there on Tuesday because I'm here, but you do have a setup on Tuesday also in the mall.
We do. We're in the Muscatine Mall parking lot from 2:30 to 5:30 on Tuesdays, rather. And it's right next to Walgreens. We used to be a little further north, and this year we're down by Walgreens. I will tell you, our Tuesday market is significantly smaller. It's more of a get in, get your produce, and get out.
Get what you need. Yes.
Just to get you through to Saturday.
That's right.
Saturday is more of a community event kind of feel.
Sure. So you have some special stuff coming up too?
We do. On September 15th, we're doing a new event this year for the first time. We're calling it Crafting with Our Crew. And we're going to set up tables and tents, and our talented vendors will be down there demonstrating what they do. We have someone spinning alpaca fiber into yarn. We'll have weaving demonstrations, knitting, crochet. I think I'm going to be down there scrapbooking just because I can't bake bread at the market.
Oh, true.
And we're encouraging everyone to bring a chair and bring whatever you're working on. We can all teach each other something new.
Oh, yes.
So we thought
it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good time.
Bring a chair and a craft project.
Yeah. And we can all learn from each other. So
sure.
If you have any projects you're working on, Mayor Broderson,
stop
down.
Yes. I'm continually scrapbooking.
Oh.
But you know what? It takes so long.
It really does.
But I could just do it forever and
the
never
best.
be tired of it.
Me either. I'm starting one for my dog.
Yes. I do them for gifts too. You know, if I've went on a trip with a friend of mine, and so she didn't know ahead of time, but I took specific pictures and got specific trinket things all along because I knew I was going to scrapbook the whole trip for her for a Christmas present. So
That's an amazing Christmas present.
I love doing stuff like that.
What a treasure.
Yeah. Yes. And it's fun for me too.
Oh yeah, it's addictive.
Time consuming though,
Yes.
very, very much. And and then you don't cook as much because your kitchen table
Yes.
is, So the family doesn't like that.
I can't do that during market season.
No.
I cannot scrapbook in the summer.
No, not at all. So where do the folks come from, the vendors? They just hear about you?
So all of our vendors are nobody's any further than like 50 miles away. It's all very, very local. And our market we have a strict rule. Everything there is 100% homegrown or handcrafted. So it's neat. You know that when you're buying something at the market, you can ask any questions at all. Like, was this tomato grown organically? Because the person that you're talking to knows everything there is to know.
They're the ones that grew it.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It is. And also, I encourage people to shop the farmers market because environmentally, it's a much more sound choice.
Oh, sure. They didn't have to ship it in or drive it in.
Yeah. And for that reason, it tastes better too, because when you're eating a tomato that was picked that morning off the vine, sitting warm in the sun, it's going to taste so much better than a tomato that's been traveling for a week to get to the grocery store.
And I love it that the senior citizens get coupons that they can take down to the farmers market and buy some fresh produce.
It is very important. The farmers market nutrition program is such a blessing to so many people in our community. I'm sad to say that there have been some cuts that we'll be seeing next year.
So not that too.
Yeah, and for also the WIC recipients as well.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's heartbreaking, and it's heartbreaking for our farmers as well. So I mean,
of course,
it's going to impact a lot of people. So,
and it just makes no sense, because anytime you can get fresh product, and it's saving the environment because it's not shipped in, and it's supporting our local growers. That is so much more healthy for the person getting it, the person selling it.
I agree. I would much rather see people being able to access fresh fruits and vegetables at the farmer's market.
Than hot dogs and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
you know,
this one hurts. Like,
yes,
I hate to see that happen. So now more than ever, it's a great time to support the farmers market, because our farmers will be feeling the pinch from that come next season.
So next year there'll be a big cutback. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh.
Will they still do it though?
They will. It's just going to be
the amount of
of
it. Oh, that's too bad, because I know a lot of the elderly, that's all they get to go down there with.
It's very nice too, because it's just such a nice learning environment too, because a lot of our WIC recipients are young mothers who might not necessarily know how to utilize these fresh vegetables, and the farmers are a great source of information for that. We're always happy to share recipes and tell you, well, this is kohlrabi, here's what you do with that.
And the parents that I work with at the Y, I usually get somebody to come in and teach them how to cook with the vegetables that they get at the farmer's market.
That's excellent.
And different recipes, and did you know you could do this with it and that with it, and that saddens me to hear that they're going to cut back some of that.
Yeah. We also are very lucky to get Nicole Sorgenfry. She often does cooking demonstrations for us down at the market.
She does those at a lot of different things. Yes.
She's a great resource in our community.
She is. And she's always putting something together. And she's famous for making soups. She's always making soup.
I've never even had her soup.
I've had her
soup
several times.
I think of her as the salad lady. She can make a salad like nobody's business.
Yeah, she's a big help.
She is. Well, before I forget, I had another event I was going to talk about. It's my favorite event of the whole season. We do Halloween at the market. We usually call it Trick or Treat at the Market, but we have so much more going on this year. We're calling it Halloween at the Market.
Well, we have Halloween at the Y the day, probably the day before.
Is it?
Well, it's the Friday before Halloween.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
It's going to be a great Halloween weekend then.
It will be.
So ours is the 27th, and we'll have fun for the whole family from 7:30 to 11:30, all the while we're open. We're going to have a petting zoo. We're going to have the University of Iowa's mobile museum down there. And then, of course, trick-or-treating. And it's so nice because just like at the Y, it's a safe environment. Yes. You don't have to worry about, your kids wearing glow sticks, so, or things like that.
Sure. Or going to people's houses. We started Halloween at the Y right after 9/11. So that happened September 11th. And then it was Halloween the next month, and everybody was scared and didn't want to send their kids out. So it came from a need.
And that is such a fun event too. My little guy's getting old enough now that he doesn't go anymore, but man, I love taking him to that.
Oh, I know. And then the kids can go the next day, so they go in costume.
Yes. They don't have to. We'll let them trick-or-treat with or without, but it's really fun seeing them all dressed up.
But I love it when these community things are there for the kids to do for Halloween, and you don't have to have them go to people's houses, or they still can, but maybe more limited.
For sure.
Yes.
I have noticed that with all of the fun community events, we don't actually do the trick-or-treating on Halloween anymore.
Right, because there's all of these other fun things to do, and that's okay.
That is. When you're just overwhelmed with too much fun, that's a great problem to have, isn't it?
That's right. And what I love about it is that the family comes together. So for your event, they're not going to walk there. They're going to come with their mom and dad. Yes. So that's what really makes me so excited, is when the family has an activity that they can all do together.
I think so too. And there will be something for everyone down there. Like the mobile museum that's interesting for all ages. Sure. And then we'll have live music again, which we always try to do. So there's something to entertain everybody.
Oh, sure. So, it's starting to get crisp outside. Just a little bit. When are we going to go till?
We go always until actually the 27th will be our last day. We always go to I take that back. I think Halloween is actually our last day because that falls on a Tuesday, right? That will
the 31st.
So that will be our last. We always go to the last Tuesday or Saturday of October, and we always begin in the first Tuesday or Saturday of May. So
no November.
No November. And then in December, we'll have our Christmas market. But
you will do that.
Yep. Our handcrafted Christmas event is December 8th, and that's inside the Muscatine Mall from 10 to 2. And if you're interested in being a vendor for that, you can contact me through our Facebook page. We're always looking for new vendors who make something handmade or grow something, whatever.
That has really grown. I've went to it the last few years.
It is so much fun.
It is packed, the whole mall, in the middle.
Yes.
You just walk and you just go from place to place to place.
I love hearing there's no parking spots available.
Oh, that's a good problem,
yeah.
Isn't it?
And
there's so many things there.
We
Christmas
have so
shopping.
much talent in this community.
Oh, we do.
It's such a fun event.
Yes, I bet it is.
And I will say, speaking of, you mentioned this time of the season, we're getting towards fall, and that is the very best time to shop the farmer's market, in my opinion, because just this last weekend we had winter squash varieties start popping up at the market. So you can we're at the best part where you have your watermelon and sweet corn, and also you have your delicata squash. If you've never had it, is the hands down best squash you'll ever eat.
Yes.
So it's just a fun, and the beets are back in, and soon we'll be getting back into the cool weather crops.
Sure.
It's just, there's so much abundance.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You don't even need meat, do you?
You really don't.
Many times I could go there. Yes.
No, we had a contest this earlier in the summer where people could vote on whether they prefer Muscatine melon or Muscatine sweet corn. And it's funny because so many times in the summer, that's our supper. Just sweet corn and watermelon.
Oh, yes. Yes. Every night we have to have corn. My husband has to have corn every single night.
And watermelon's like the summer dessert.
Yes. And only we are a house divided. So he's a cantaloupe eater and I'm the watermelon.
I am not that picky. I like it all.
Yes, it's fun. It's fun, and we are very fortunate to have such a nice farmers market here.
It is a lovely one, and it's an amazing group of vendors, a fabulous group of customers. For being the size that we are, we have for the past 3 years been voted the best market in Iowa through American Farmland Trust Farmers Market Celebration. That's crazy when you consider we're going up against much larger markets.
Oh, yes.
But we have very loyal customers.
And I think it's so nice. I love this picture. I saw this earlier. I think it's so nice to get to know the vendors, the corn and the tomato and to sit and visit with them and see the same person when you go back each time.
I agree. And there's so much knowledge to share. I learned so much from my fellow vendors because I'm, not just the manager, I'm a vendor too. Sure. And if I have a gardening question, I know I'm at the hub of all farming information.
And I ask them, so pick me out a cantaloupe that's going to be ready for tonight. Or, you know what, I don't need this until Monday night. Can you pick me out one that'll be good for Monday? And they can do it. I have no idea how they do it, but they can.
It's amazing. It's all about the sniff test.
Yes, they got it figured out. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch base on?
Well, let's see.
We got the Halloween. We got the crafters coming up.
I think that about covers it. I will encourage everyone, if you've ever thought about being a vendor, definitely do it. You don't have to have, a 10-acre garden. If you just have one weekend, a bumper crop of zucchini you want to get rid of, it only costs $5 per market day to be a vendor. And it's the most welcoming, friendly community you could imagine. So don't be scared off.
How do they get a hold of you if they want to do that?
They can send me a Facebook message through the Muscatine Area Farmers Market Facebook page, or they can give me a call. My phone number is 563-571-4092. I think all of my information is on the market.
Is on there.
Yeah,
okay,
so
good.
Definitely give me a call. It's something very special to be a part of.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. We'll have you back again.
All right.
All right, maybe before your Christmas.
I'm always happy to talk about that one in particular.
There you go. Thanks again. Well, hey, I want to touch base with everybody and just do some quick save the dates. This coming Saturday is Coffee with the Mayor at Happy Joe's, 9 a.m. Love to see you out. And then next Tuesday on Our City, we have Megan Francis with Sunnybrook. and she's doing the memory walk. She's going to talk to us about that. And Ted Hillard with Muscatine Fire Department, he's in charge of the ambulance service. And you know what, I oftentimes get a lot of questions on that. So he's going to come and talk to us all about what the Muscatine Fire Department does with their ambulance service. So that's going to be some good information for us. And then we wanted to finish out tonight's episode with some footage of the watermelon stampede that Media Tree took this past weekend. You know, if any of you were out on Saturday, headed down to the farmer's market, you would have seen that there were some roads closed and lots of people running around. So it was a good event for the watermelon stampede. I haven't heard anything but good stuff. So we look forward to seeing you next week back here on Our City, and we'll close out with just a couple of pictures of the watermelon stampede. Have a good evening. I don't see any pictures coming up, so I guess I'm supposed to keep talking. Well, maybe we will get the watermelon stampede on another time, and we'll go ahead and close out for tonight. Thanks all of you for coming and joining us and learning about the Diversity Service Center of Iowa, as well as the Muscatine Farmers Market. So have a good evening, and we'll see you here next week on Our City.
Our City with Mayor Diana Broderson replays on MPW Channel 9, Wednesday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. and Thursday at 7 a.m. Of course, we're live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. on Facebook. Email us at ourcity@muscatineiowa.gov.